Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to say a special thanks to everyone that have been subscribing to the channel. It really helps me motivate me, as I said. As you're watching this video right now, please to give me a like, a comment, and click that subscribe button. It really helps me out with the channel. We are back at it here again. As you all can see behind me, we have a whole set of parts here. I'm going to be going through this parts list with you, explaining to you exactly what we have here on the table, what we are going to be putting on, because we have some exciting news. The car is supposed to be going over to the speed shop on Monday to get some fabrication work done. So I just want to see how much work I could put in currently right now before I take it over to the speed shop. So let's go guys. Right, so basically what I'm going to be sharing with you right now, as you all can see, we have all the piping here. I think this is 2.5 currently. We have the silicone hoses as well, but what I'm going to be doing, most of these I'm going to get him to weld these close together to eliminate as much as these silicone hoses, because you know after a time these things to tear, cause boost leaks, so I want to minimize that. After that we have the intercooler is here as well. As you all can see, we have both inlet and outlet on the same side, which is going to work really well with the KS series, because the KS series intake manifold and turbo does normally be in this facility, so that would be less routing to do, so that should be a plus for us. Looking nicely here, we have our 1320 side runner. I fitted it to the car already. It looks pretty good, got a lot of room back there, so I'm very excited for that. We have a big boy right here, the GT35, sponsored by Matt Speed and Rods. I want to say a special thanks to them. They're actually sponsoring me this turbo, so thumbs up. I really appreciate the support from Matt Speed and Rods. I've been supporting them for a long time, and I know as a company that is trying to get themselves out there, and I'm happy to see that they're sponsoring me this turbo. So we're going to see how it goes where that turbo is concerned. We have a radiator is here, so yet again we have the radiator. Also we have throttle body, 70mm throttle body, K-tune. We have the wastegate. Right, we have the wastegate. Then there's a blow-off valve is here. Then we have the fuel pressure regulator over there, intake manifold. I also installed the 1000cc injectors. I'm hoping that these are efficient for what I need. If we do run out of fuel, we'll definitely have to improve on that. But currently right now, 1000cc injectors, intake manifold is also ported. This intake manifold is also a Matt Speed and Rod that was also sponsored to me in a video before. So yes, as I say, a special thanks to them. We have fuel pump here. Can't remember the actual name of this fuel pump, the brand, but I think that is a 450 fuel filter here as well. We also have the cooling system, which you know you need the cooling, so we're going to be installing all of these goodies today. These are the return lines and stuff like that for the turbo. I think I covered pretty much everything. Sorry for talking so long, but I really want to just explain to you all guys what we are going to be installing. So we're going to try to get the fuel system installed today. Put on the intake manifold. We're just going to mount the exhaust just again with the turbo just to see how it looks. Other than that, it's just to plumb up as much work as possible. I also went ahead and clean out inside the vehicle. You know, I just try to make it look a certain way, so when it goes over to the speed shop, it won't be as untidy. But we do a lot of cleaning out in here. We also be putting a roll cage in this car sometime in the future. So I was actually going to get in here painted, but I decided before I do that, let me get the roll cage that way, because eventually we want to probably push this about 1,000 horsepower. So that being said, guys, with no further ado, let's get into this video. Got my guy Smugs here. As you all can see, he always representing 246 Island Auto shirt is on. So, we also have a 4-port. I think, forgive me guys, cause I'm not getting into boost, but I think there's a 4-port boost controller. I think that's what it is. But as I said, I'm young into this turbocharged. This is my first turbocharged project. I own a turbocharged vehicle, but that's from factory. But actually getting my own turbo vehicle, as in project wise, this is my first turbo project. As you all know, I'm an all motor guy all the way. So without further ado, guys, as I just said again before, I wanted to explain everything to you all, guys. As you all can see, we have everything here. So yes, let's get into this. All right, guys, right now as you're looking here is my original fuel pump. We're going to be replacing this. This was for the NA project, and the fuel filter there, that peeny little filter you're seeing, that was what I was actually using. But I had some issues with this in the past because the fuel cell in the car also had that black sponge and also deteriorate with the E85 going to this filter and clog it up. But that done its job, so it's time to get rid of that, get rid of this, and put in the big boys. So let's go. Look at that. That was probably some E85 that was settling in the tank for some long time. So definitely I'm gonna flush this system out because this smells stink. So before I probably connect any other stuff to this system, I'm going to take off these lines, flush the fuel cell, and flush all the lines before we put back up, because look at that. That doesn't look good at all. But this was probably sitting for over 2 years, since 2019. They say it was sitting down in the tank. Alright guys, I take a break from installing the fuel pump right now, installing the fuel filter and the lines. Smells, I made a suggestion to me. I also came up with one as well. I'm going to share it with you, and you all can tell me what you all think in the comments. But for right now, I put a pause on the fuel system, and let me explain to you why you're thinking about this. Alright, I'm considering just putting a 1 gallon or something fuel cell coming up through this hole here, probably to get Robert to fabricate a fuel cell in this area. I'm gonna also put the battery out in this side here, so relocate the battery, because that was also in the trunk. Smugs had made a suggestion to me that we could also consider putting the fuel cell moving it from the back in the trunk and bringing it up here, you know, to help keep the weight to the front of the car. As you know, it's going to be front wheel drive for a little while, so that's another option as well. So you all guys could let me know in the comments what you all think, if we should go ahead and fabricate one here and go from there. Yeah, but how I think about it right now is that this car is going fully race prepared, fully prepped. My one is concerned about having the fuel cell to the front. If you get an accident or something, you know, you have all the fuel up there, it's easy to probably catch a fire, whatever. But I know most of the race cars normally have their stuff up front there, so that's just food for thought. But I'm going to consider it. But yeah, that's the plan. So for right now, we're just going to go ahead and install the extractor and stuff like that, turbo, just to test fit it. But I'm going to take a break from that. What this say, yeah? You ain't got the stands back there? One? Okay. Right, we got 2 things here. Alright, we looking sweet. Look at it, guys. Look at it already. One bolt catch. We can just test fit it with 2 nuts. Then I can search to see how this turbo gonna look in here, guys. But this is it. It's actually getting real. It's actually getting real, Terrence. What he was saying though, these brake lines here, they ain't gonna tuck, because the more heat that gonna generate may affect the brakes, cause the brake fluid to boil. You know, I would at least tuck them a little neater. But yeah, we looking nice. Getting ready to see this big boy go on, guys. That's it there. Terrence, so you want piece out this hour? Huh? You bring the Golf? The Volkswagen Golf, are you telling me about? The Parado? Ozzy ready, man. Be ready too. Man, it's all about having fun, man. All he gonna do is when he ready, bring it. That's a V6.
VR6 700 horsepower.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Front wheel drive?
Front wheel drive. The engine built for 1,000. But you tell me you pushing, you're looking to get 6 to 7.
6 to 7. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's my 4-cylinder BD.
I burn that.
You hear me, sis, man? If my 4-cylinder beat him, he gonna burn it.
I guess it depending on the sprint though.
Yeah.
And an A for a quarter mile make a big difference.
Yeah, but he ain't Barbados right now. It's an A for mile at Bushy Park, and hopefully we could get a quarter in between next year.
That is so.
Come on, Smugs. Step here. Let me just see how he look here.
You see one I say you behind the wheel one.
Yep, put on that big boy there.
Say these are too small slugs.
Huh?
These slugs look too
small. Yeah. I'll come back up a little bit. These gets two nuts here, California or something. Let me see how she looks, guys. Guess what, guys? We are officially turbocharged. It's not moving, but we are officially turbocharged. Turbo is on. Yes, it is. Ooh. Yeah. She get in there, man. The car come a long way. Very much so. A guy passed by yesterday and told us he actually thought this car was going to be dead. Like, we just give up on it. Told him, nah, B. Never. But this look nice. Definitely look nice.
put that down on the other side of the field.
Let me see that in the cooler there. Look at this in the cooler here, man. Good on, man. Just rest it here. This obviously just a little test fit. Just down to the bottom there.
Inside or outside?
Wait on the inside, let me see. Just checking to see. Yeah, it ain't look bad. It may either go, I think it may more go on the outside in this area though. Because then we got left room for the radiator. Yeah, that bucket can move. So it may more go somewhere like that, yes. But obviously we will move the bracket, and that should fit in there neatly. That going on?
Yeah, you can put this on, get this to make sure
yeah, you got enough clearance there, yeah man. Looking good. Yes guys, so you all can see that we are just test fitting. As I say, the speed shot will normally take care of all this fab work that needs to be done in the cooler ways, piping ways, etc. But we just wanted to do a test fit so you could get an idea in my head how it actually looks, and it definitely looks well. So I'm happy so far. So Chantel, everybody wants to see you and are asking for you about driving one of the cars. Which one you gonna drive? You gonna drive the right one or you gonna drive this? Yeah, I put you on the spot.
Which one was built for me?
The right one was built for you. So wait, gonna be you driving this turbo car or you driving the NOS car? Or we could put the NOS car or motor and you just got on motor. But you gotta do a pull out the track. They're asking for you to do a pull out the track.
But I can feel all two and I can tell when I get when I like.
Alright. Alright. You like the set of this turbo?
Yeah. Looking good.
Flavor, huh?
Yeah.
Yes guys, when I hear the wifey, this is the wifey here. She's got my back 150% in everything that I choose to do. But as we all know, this car, if you all know her, you all will know that she could drive a manual car and drive it really well. A lot of guys know you. A lot of old school guys will know you, Chantel.
Sugar fuck can't hold.
Sugar foot. And what we're gonna have to do with this is probably, obviously the position as you all can see is different, so we're gonna go to slacken this off and turn this to face this side so that when he run the pipes, it can connect properly. Because obviously we can't connect it in this angle, but that could all do from these bolts here and just twist. Smells is setting up the cooling system here as you all can see. Coolant pipes or coolant flange. What's going on? But yeah, definitely looking good, fellas. Definitely looking good. And my goal personally is 500 horsepower. I just want to see 500 and I'm fine with that. We also waiting on another coolant flange to come here to block off this coolant passage. That's the coolant bypass, so that should be coming in well as well. And then from there, so we don't have that far to go right now to hear this car start up. Hopefully in about the end of this month we could actually hear this car start up and run. And yeah, very excited for it. Alright guys, Smalls went ahead and moved the bracket, so we should got an idea where the intercooler is going to go. Somewhere in this facility here soon. I went ahead also and changed the valve cover gap because I want to take this one to get it paint. Also I want to get two breather hose put in that one and get it painted. But you all can tell me if you all like this contrast with the silver, with the housing silver as well, so I may probably just leave it in that. But let me know. But she's coming along quite well. So from here right now is over to the speed shop for he to do his fab work. When they get this back, it's just probably hook up the fuel system and the wiring and probably start the vehicle. So yes guys, I want to thank you all guys for supporting me. As I said, the channel is growing and I want to grow with you. So please, as you're watching this here, give me a like, subscribe. Cheers.